A video with some of the best chases on this channel. Enjoy the show. On March 18, 2024, while running stationary radar, I observed a white Dodge Challenger traveling at a high rate of speed south on 441 at about the 13,500 block. I estimated it to be traveling at 94 miles per hour in a posted 65 mile per hour zone. Upon performing a radar check, the vehicle was found to be traveling at 96 miles per hour in a posted 65 mile per hour zone. Once it went under 175, it then got onto I-75 and began to travel southbound. The vehicle was traveling at speeds over 130 miles per hour without regard to the safety of others. The vehicle continued southbound, and once it came to the exit for County Road 484, Lieutenant Thorson, L1168, deployed stop sticks and successfully hit the driver's side rear tire. I then attempted a pit maneuver.
Driver's side's going out.
Tampa rear driver's side going out.
Report 9 point.
Do you want subject to continue or be to the?
I'm right here with your car.
10-4, if I can get a chance to pit, I want to pit him.
I'm right here with your gun.
At which point the vehicle slammed on its brakes, lost control, and crashed through the fence. The vehicle continued through a field, and K-9 Deputy Donnelly performed a successful pit maneuver, disabling the vehicle. It was found that the defendant did not have a valid driver's license and had one suspension. I spoke with the passenger, and he stated he had been sleeping and then woke up to red and blue lights behind him. He told the defendant to stop, but he would not. He also said he put his hands out of the passenger side window to signal he was trying to give up, which I did observe. An inventory search of the vehicle was then performed, and K-9 Deputy Donnelly located a black Ziploc bag containing a green leafy substance, which was pushed in between the driver's seat and the center console.
He probably ain't got no license. That's all I can think of.
Okay.
Unless goddamn.
On May 25th, 2024, at approximately 2:20 a.m., I, Trooper Logan, observed a black sedan bearing Georgia license plates traveling northwest on State Road 686, approaching a red traffic light at the intersection of County Road 803. I then observed the black sedan run the red light. I turned my patrol car around in an attempt to catch up to the black sedan and notified the Tampa Bay Regional Communications Center of my location and provided a description of the reckless vehicle. I was able to catch up to the vehicle on State Road 688 and conducted a traffic stop by activating my emergency license siren in my marked state authorized patrol car. The black sedan attempted to make a U-turn to travel east on State Road 688. I then conducted a pit maneuver, which was unsuccessful. During the pit, I was able to see the driver and two other passengers in the black sedan. The black sedan continued east on State Road 688. approaching I-275 at speeds above 130 miles per hour in a 50 mile per hour zone.
Let me see your hands, brother! Let me see your hands! Hands! Back up! Back up! Back up!
The driver continued to flee on foot, traveling north on I-275 on the shoulder at mile marker 31. Trooper Gonzalez arrived on the scene with his patrol car. Trooper Gonzalez and I were able to take the driver into custody without further incident. While the driver was talking, I could smell a strong odor of an alcoholic beverage emitting from his mouth, which became stronger as he kept talking. I also observed that the driver's eyes were bloodshot, watery, and glassy. On May 15, 2024, the Florida Highway Patrol received a request for assistance from the Okaloosa County Sheriff's Office, which was attempting to stop a red Toyota pickup truck in the area of Highway 85 and College Boulevard, just north of Niceville, Florida. As the chase proceeded northbound on Highway 85, troopers took over the pursuit. This is the dash cam footage of the events that followed. With the space available, the police immediately began to try a pit maneuver. One of the attempts was successful, and the suspect was apprehended. On Saturday, August 10th, 2024, at approximately 6:34 p.m., I, Trooper Middlecoff, responded to an attempt to locate a stolen Dodge Charger out of Memphis, Tennessee. The Charger was listed in a bolo the previous night after it was discovered that the VIN plate had been swapped out, and the vehicle being registered in Arkansas under the new false VIN. After traveling westbound on State Highway 158 and not locating the vehicle, I sat stationary at the intersection. After approximately 10 minutes, I noticed a black Charger matching the description of the suspect vehicle turning eastbound on State Highway 158. As the vehicle passed, I turned out behind the vehicle and noticed that the license plate matched the stolen vehicle. I notified other troopers who were en route to the area to assist and decided to follow the suspect vehicle to allow time for the other units responding to get closer. The suspect vehicle quickly reached speeds of 160 miles per hour, pulling away from me. I continued to pursue the suspect vehicle over Interstate 55, approaching US 61. The suspect ran the stop sign at intersection of State Highway 158 and US 61, entering Luxora. As the Charger crossed US 61, he lost control of his vehicle.
Here in Luxor, he wrecked out. He got fire.
Traveling off the roadway to the right, striking a gas electric box and utility pole, causing the pole and wires to fall over the roadway. The suspect vehicle then re-entered the roadway briefly, crossing the railroad tracks, losing control once again.
Show me your hands! Show me your hands! They got thrown out of the car. That's him, though.
Hey, give me your deputy and keep people back that way. Get them to
The driver, identified as Devondre James, was taken into custody and medical aid was rendered until Pafford Ambulance arrived on scene and took over. James was airlifted to Regional 1 Medical Center in Memphis, Tennessee in serious condition. An affidavit for arrest warrant will be completed for James' arrest once he is released from the hospital.
Yes, sir.
On Tuesday, June 18, 2024, at approximately 8:59 p.m., the West Memphis Police Department received a call in reference to an accident near 714 Ingram Boulevard. Prior to WMPD arrival, dispatch advised a white Chevy Tahoe involved in the accident was leaving the scene and other vehicle involved, a silver Chevrolet Camaro, was following. At approximately 9:08 p.m., I, Trooper Dylan Evans, assisted with the pursuit and took over as the primary vehicle near the 284-mile marker of Interstate 40. I observed the vehicle weaving in and out of traffic at a speed of more than 120 miles per hour, showing no regard for the safety of the motoring public. I was unable to conduct a TVI on the vehicle due to heavy traffic.
Just in 19-wheeler.
At 9:09 p.m., I terminated my pursuit by deactivating my emergency lights and siren at the Tennessee state line on Interstate 40. The Tahoe continued to travel eastbound at a high rate of speed into Tennessee. I observed the Tahoe strike a silver Mazda 6 and then strike the side of a Volvo semi. On Monday, August 5th, 2024, at approximately 2:44 a.m., I was in the area of Interstate 630 West near John Burrow. I observed a silver Toyota Camry traveling under the posted speed limit. After following the vehicle for a short distance, the vehicle took the first exit available and then attempted to take the first left turn once off the exit, to an area with no open businesses or residential properties. As speeds reached 70 miles per hour, I moved to the driver's side of the vehicle and performed a TVI, causing the vehicle to rotate counterclockwise, leaving the roadway and rolling down a steep hill into the parking lot of a private business. Before rolling across the parking lot, I drove my unit into the parking lot of the private business and observed a black male occupant, later identified as Kenyon Hobbs, running from the vehicle. I was able to apprehend the male and place him in the back seat of my patrol vehicle. A second occupant, Nasiah Mason, was also apprehended in the suspect vehicle on scene. After questioning both occupants, neither knew the identity of the driver and advised that they were both asleep during the incident. The driver of the vehicle fled the scene on foot and was unable to be located after assistance from the Little Rock Police Department K-9 unit. A search of the vehicle led to the discovery of approximately 5 ounces of marijuana in the back seat next to the seat of Mr. Hobbs. On Monday, July 8, 2024, at approximately 5:19 p.m., I, Trooper Isam Wells, was notified by Troop B Communications of White County deputies in a pursuit on US 67 at the 35-mile marker southbound. A White County unit advised he deployed spike strips just south of my location. I observed the suspect vehicle continuing north on State Highway 267. I became secondary in the pursuit on State Highway 267 near Booth Road outside of Searcy's city limits. As I attempted to catch up to the suspect vehicle to end the pursuit before reaching the city limits of Searcy, I observed the deputy swerve from behind the suspect vehicle. I attempted to slow down to come to a stop. The driver was taken to the White County Jail where he was booked on the following charges. On Sunday, June 23, 2024, at approximately 10:01 p.m., I, Trooper Tyler Drum, was traveling northbound on I-555 near the 35-mile marker at the Bay Overpass. I observed a black Ford F-150 traveling northbound in the outside lane with an expired license plate sticker. I ran the vehicle's tags through my in-car ACIC NCIC system and confirmed that the tags expired in February of 24. Mr. Johnson, who was the driver, had a strong odor of intoxicants emitting from his breath and displayed slurred speech and bloodshot, watery eyes. Inside his left pocket, I located a black, airlocked container containing a green lifty substance. After reading him his Miranda rights, Mr. Young, who was the passenger, told me that he threw out some marijuana in multiple alcohol containers and that he didn't know why Johnson was not stopping. On June 28, 2024, at approximately 1:08 a.m., I was notified by dispatch that Madison County Sheriff's Office was in pursuit of a green Chevrolet Silverado westbound on Highway 412, approaching Washington County, and requested our assistance. I assumed primary in the pursuit, starting at Highway 412 near Nob Hill Loop, and Trooper Matthew Walker was secondary.
Stage 95. Watch the river bridges here. That's all well. If you let Madison County know whoever else is involved, not to rush the vehicle once we get it. Bring those guys in. Coming up down Snow Road, Streets 100, no traffic. Just be advised. Yeah, we're east, correct, west of the bridges. We're coming up to the tree ground. 44, they're about to be right in front of you.
The suspect continued traveling west on Highway 412 at approximately 100 miles per hour. I attempted several times to position my vehicle for a TVI, and the suspect would cut me off. The suspect brake checked me and turned around on Highway 412 near Fawn Road and began traveling eastbound. Trooper Walker then became primary in the pursuit and attempted a TVI, which was unsuccessful. The pursuit continued eastbound at speeds of 110 miles per hour. The suspect began to travel in the westbound lanes while traveling eastbound. The suspect attempted to conduct a left turn at the intersection of Sonora Road and Highway 412 and lost control of the vehicle, colliding with a utility pole. The suspect later exited the vehicle and began to flee on foot northbound on Sonora Road. Corporal Billy Martin attempted to tase the suspect, but the taser was ineffective. The suspect was later taken into custody without further incident. On June 8, 2024, at approximately 1:01 a.m., I was notified by dispatch that the Lowell Police Department was in pursuit of a white Jeep Renegade on Highway 71B northbound towards Rogers and requested our assistance. At approximately 1:14 a.m., I intercepted the pursuit at the intersection of Dixieland and Olive. The suspect vehicle turned south onto Dixieland from Olive and was traveling at a slow rate of speed. I performed a TVI on the driver's side of the suspect vehicle, causing the vehicle to come to a stop on the east side of Dixieland facing west. The suspect then reversed the vehicle into a field. I then rammed the passenger side of the suspect vehicle to prevent escape.
Who's on the radio?
The suspect then drove forward out of the field into a private parking lot and re-entered the roadway on Olive. The suspect then turned onto Dixieland, where I performed a second TVI on the vehicle side of the vehicle. After the TVI, the suspect continued to drive through private property on the west side of the road and re-entered the highway on Olive west of Dixieland. I then performed a third TVI on the driver's side of the vehicle on Olive near 24th, which did not stop the suspect. A fourth TVI was performed in the same location. Then the suspect turned south onto 24th Street from Olive. The suspect attempted to perform a U-turn on 24th Street, and when doing so, I rammed the driver's side of the suspect vehicle, causing the driver's side curtain airbag deployment. The suspect vehicle was blocked in by myself, Lowell Police Department, and Benton County Sheriff's Office. Lowell officers and Benton County deputies took the driver into custody. I was in the middle turn lane ahead of the vehicle. Suspect suddenly changed lanes and traveled into the oncoming northbound lanes at approximately 100 miles per hour, showing a complete lack and disregard for public safety. As soon as the vehicle passed me, I moved over into the north inside lane and he moved back into the turning lane. I quickly positioned my vehicle to perform a TVI. The suspect, Ricky Norris, was apprehended by deputies directly afterwards. While he was being placed into custody, I checked the welfare of the second vehicle operator and passenger. The driver was transported for a possible broken nose. Norris was transported as well, even though we could see that there was not any external injuries.
C-44-29, you have too much background.
Young Adam, Robert George Adam, Young Adam, Robert George Adam, DMC Yukon.
10-4.
24. 664. If you know if there's any injuries on the head-on collision.
I do not.
On July 6, 2024, I, Trooper Garrett Bird, was informed that Hughes Police Department was in a vehicle pursuit with an orange Dodge Charger at speeds over 100 miles per hour.
Alright, they hit the spikes.
Northbound on Highway 79 towards Highway 70 and Interstate 40. As I traveled towards the pursuit, I was informed that the pursuit entered Interstate 40 eastbound, west of my location. So, I traveled to the 273 mile marker and prepared to deploy a tire deflation device.
Oh, shit.
As the pursuit came by at 12:45 a.m., I deployed the device, and the right side tires of the suspect vehicle struck the device.
The Hughes officer at site, he's fixing the load and they got hit there.
The pursuant officer advised that the suspect vehicle lost a tire. As I got closer to the pursuit around the 278 mile marker, I observed that the West Memphis Police Department and Crittenden County Sheriff's Office also had become involved.
I am primary. 280.
280.
TVI.
TBI.
I took primary in the pursuit and performed a TBI at the 281 mile marker at 12:50 a.m. West Memphis Police Department took a front seat, female passenger into custody and informed them that the driver fled on foot. Despite the efforts of officers and canines, the driver was never located. The vehicle was towed by Hex Wrecker Service. On July 5, 2024, at approximately 9:55 p.m., I initiated a traffic stop on a white Honda Accord on Interstate 430 south near the 128 mile marker for speeding, 84 in a 65 mile per hour zone. Decoria Nash failed to yield correctly and stopped in lane 3. I repeatedly told Nash over my car PA to pull to the left of the roadway. Nash made movements with his vehicle as though he was trying to comply.
430 south to 128, white Honda, Arkansas, Adam William David, 760, AWD 76Z. We're stopped in the middle of the road. You can't stop in the middle of the road. Freaking middle of the interstate. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Keep going, you're still in the road. You gotta be kidding me. What are we doing with our life? That's fine, go, 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 go.
But at approximately 9:57 p.m., Nash fled from the traffic stop and entered Interstate 30 East. Nash exited Interstate 30 East at baseline and went south.
Reason for stop is that's something wet in the road, right? Getting on 30 East.
And I'm correct.
Speed's about 80.
Nash recklessly fled the entire length of baseline until he was involuntarily stopped due to him wrecking at the Baseline and Arch Street intersection.
Started to 16, checked out.
Been unknown, Arch Street. I'll be approved.
Upon Nash's wrecking out at 8901 Arch Street, I conducted a TVI on Nash's vehicle as he tried to regain control. While executing the TVI, my patrol unit struck the rear driver's side of the vehicle and sustained minor damage. MEMS was called to check out Nash. Nash was transported and admitted to Baptist LR for his injuries. On Tuesday, July 2nd, 2024, at approximately 16:30 hours, I was informed via radio that Conway PD and Faulkner County Sheriff's Office were in pursuit of a 1998 Maroon GMC pickup displaying Arkansas license plates.
I believe they're on Old Highway 25.
After hearing deputies request ASP assistance, I caught up with the pursuit at State Highway 25 North and Blaney Hill Road. Right away, I took the lead position from Conway after the suspect vehicle turned north onto State Highway 25. Approximately 20 seconds later, I conducted a successful TVI on the passenger side of the truck. This caused the vehicle to leave the roadway to the right before becoming disabled in the ditch. At this point, the suspect, later identified as Wyatt Wynn, fled on foot while attempting to discard a firearm. After a short foot chase that resulted in minor injury to a Conway officer, Wynn was taken into custody. Later, Wynn was transported to the Faulkner County Detention Center. There was no injury or damage to ASP personnel or property during the pursuit. On Wednesday, January 31st, 2024, at about 3:20 a.m., I was patrolling the area of Maryland Road and Green Mountain Drive when I observed a red Volkswagen Jetta fail to stop at the intersection of Maryland Road and Green Mountain Road.
It's gonna be Green Mountain Drive and Green Mountain Circle. It's gonna be paper. This dude don't know where he's going. Adam 32, we're going to be on Ethan Allen, Green Mountain. He's looking all over in there. Hey, turn the vehicle off!
I attempted to stop the vehicle at Green Mountain Drive and Ethan Allen Drive. The vehicle came to a stop and then fled westbound on Ethan Allen Drive.
37. We're going to be going westbound. Speeds are going to be 35. Northbound on Shackleford. Hit him out. Okay. forward, we're going to be passing Breaker Ridge. We'll be coming up on Rocky Parallels today. Been about 20 turns. Clear, clear. Keep going. That's fine. Right here. Alright, my matching speed. Get up there. Get up there.
The vehicle was able to continue driving and drove eastbound on Henson Road, driving into oncoming lanes of traffic, blowing through multiple intersections, and reaching speeds of 95 miles per hour.
Get on the right side, get on the right side. You're good. Side down. That's good. Show me your hand! Get your hands up! Get your hands up and keep them up!
I conducted another TVI at the 200 block of Brookside Drive that ended the pursuit. All occupants of the vehicle were taken into custody. The passengers, Jordan Oliver and Cassie Parker, were released without incident. The driver, Rashad Pittman, was taken to PCRJ, where he was booked and charged with fleeing, speeding, failure to stop or yield, no driver's license, no insurance, and no seatbelt. The driver was taken to Metro Towing by Metro Wrecker Service. There was no damage to any state police property. On Saturday, June 22, 2024, at approximately 11:40 p.m., I, Trooper Carter Lazenby, was patrolling State Highway 18 near Big Lake when I observed a white Chrysler 300 traveling westbound. I activated my radar and received a reading of 68 miles per hour in a 60 mile per hour zone. I activated my emergency lights and conducted a traffic stop on State Highway 18 near Big Lake. I made contact with the driver, identified as Jaden Culp, and advised him of who I was, who I worked for, and the reason for the stop. During this time, I observed the odor of marijuana emitting from the vehicle. I asked Culp if there was any illegal drugs inside of the vehicle, at which time Culp produced a small red Swisher Sweets bag containing a small amount of marijuana.
All right, man, I appreciate you being honest. All right, go ahead and step out for me, okay? Turn the car off. Where are you headed to today?
Memphis, Tennessee.
Memphis? I got you. All right, listen, I can see you're nervous. Calm down. You're not going to jail over this misdemeanor marijuana. You're not. You're not. So relax. Just relax. You're good. Just undo the seatbelt slowly and just step out. It's going to be all good. Now turn the vehicle off.
At this time, Culp nervously started his vehicle back up and turned his headlights off. I instructed Culp to turn his vehicle off, but he accelerated off, fleeing west on the State Highway 18. I returned to my patrol unit and began to give chase. Culp quickly reached speeds in excess of 100 miles per hour, passing 2 vehicles. As Culp neared Big Lake, he reached speeds of 145 miles per hour, but slowed to 120 miles per hour, negotiating the curve. I was able to move in and perform a successful TVI, causing Culp to leave the right side of the roadway, traveling into a nearby field. Culp was then taken into custody without further incident, and after being checked out on scene by Emerson Ambulance Service, he was transported to the Mississippi County Sheriff's Department where he was charged accordingly. Once at the jail, Culp was read his DWI Advise of Rights and agreed to give a urine sample to be sent to the Arkansas State Crime Lab for analysis.
Just keep going on. You're walking back.
I hit my head on the windshield.
On June 25, 2024, while patrolling I-540 northbound near mile marker 5, I observed a tan Honda Accord with a severely cracked front windshield that obstructed the driver's view. I attempted to pull the vehicle over, but it exited onto Grand Avenue westbound without stopping.
Yeah, 6 and exit right. Stopped here at 50 off the Grand. $10.37. 159. Speeds at 50. Collins Lane. Get back to Grant.
Back to Grant. What's the case? Okay, hold on the board.
While pursuing the vehicle, the driver disregarded multiple traffic control devices and traveled into oncoming traffic. Our highest rate of speed was 70 miles per hour. During the pursuit, I made numerous attempts to perform a TVI to stop the vehicle at North 62nd Street and Kincaid Avenue, but each attempt was unsuccessful.
Wrecked out. Went through a fence line, still going.
Give me 2 seconds. Just going into.
I'm the one 156.
Look at another.
During these TVIs, the vehicle was brake checking and attempting to push me into the shoulder. Eventually, the vehicle crashed through a fence at 540 North 66th Street and continued fleeing through a field. I pursued the vehicle through a field behind the property and noticed a cattle gate was damaged by the vehicle. Despite these efforts, the vehicle was abandoned with significant front-end damage at 1504 Oak Knoll Circle. Witnesses reported seeing 2 individuals later identified as Timothy Fry and Rusty Wilhite. Fleeing from the vehicle towards Carroll Ann Cross Park. After a search, both suspects were apprehended at Camelot and Dover Circle. Mr. Fry was found in possession of a Honda Civic key. Both suspects were Mirandized and charged accordingly.
They received a 911 call. The vehicle has been left in front of 1504 Oak Knoll Circle, 1504 Oak Knoll Circle.
Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Lay down! Lay down! Lay down and put your face down! Put your face down!
After leaving the detention facility, I returned to the address of 540 North 66th Street to follow up on the damages to the property. The owner was not located, but I did leave a note to call back. It all started when reports were received about a red Chevrolet Camaro convertible that was performing dangerous activities on the road. After some time, it was found in one of the parking lots.
1024.
Go ahead.
Red Chevy Camaro. Yeah, 0271. Adam William 59 Frank.
10-1.
1037.
Copy 1037.
Come your hands! Show me your hands now! Get out of the car!
Of course, he didn't stop and decided to run away. After a short time, he lost control and his car spun out. The suspect was apprehended and transported to jail. On Sunday, July 7, 2024, at approximately 3:11 a.m., I was in the area of Forch Dam Pike and I-440 assisting the Pulaski County Sheriff's Office with a group of vehicles, street racing. While in the area, I observed a black Toyota Camry run a red light at Forte Dam Pike and I-440 West. While catching up to the vehicle, I locked the vehicle's speed at 88 miles per hour in a 65 mile per hour zone, as it was making erratic lane changes. I caught up to the vehicle near the 4-mile marker west and activated my emergency sirens to conduct an enforcement stop on the vehicle. The driver failed to yield, continuing to drive near the speed limit. I moved my vehicle to the driver's side of the suspect vehicle numerous times to confirm the driver was aware of my presence. I observed the driver, later identified as Giovanni Mosley, look in my direction as I pointed to the right shoulder after following the vehicle for approximately 1 mile with my license sirens activated. The vehicle began to accelerate. The vehicle then reached speeds of 75 miles per hour in a 65 mile per hour zone. Before the pursuit could reach dangerous speeds, I moved to the passenger side of the suspect vehicle and conducted a TVI ending the pursuit. The suspect vehicle spun clockwise, striking the concrete barrier on the right shoulder before coming to a stop. The driver then exited the vehicle and began to walk away from the vehicle, reaching for his waistband. I ordered the driver to stop. He then took an unknown item and threw an item later discovered to be marijuana off the bridge approximately 20 feet down. Mr. Mosley pulled his hands towards his face and grabbed both wrists and placed Mr. Mosley into custody without further incident. The marijuana that was discarded over the bridge was later recovered with the assistance of Little Rock Fire Department and entered into evidence at Troop A. Thank you for watching.